It would be rather rude not to like this video once it's done. I command you!
Hey guys, welcome back to Tyro Media, Planet Tyro. I'm your host, Donald Wonder. Let's give 3 cheers for nostalgia. My God, we're already living in a very, very oversaturated age of nostalgia where Hollywood is cashing in on old franchises. But last month in particular, I saw on the internet, was it Entertainment Weekly? We're running this theme where they were going back on the 90s and getting back casts of old shows and movies, reuniting them to talk about it. Like, obviously Back to the Future. I saw Goodfellas. I saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think they did Family Ties. I saw something Saved by the Bell. It's everywhere. All these old shows and seeing these actors from the 90s, and even though they've moved on to do different things, just seeing them come back together again is kind of freaky. It's even a little bit disturbing, especially these kids that are now turned to adults. Today, to that end, there's one show that, again, they had the cast reunite to talk about the show, and it's actually a show I've always wanted to speak about because just like Gilmore Girls, this show I've got a lot of shit for liking. Actually, this is a show I've got the most shit for liking because it had a massive fan base. It was seen as very, very girly for some reason. And you know, I'm going to defend the show because you know what? I really liked it. And even to today, I would actually consider this to be one of the better in its type of genre of what it was trying to do. So let's talk about it today. And this is going to be probably the last show I'll go back on for 2015.
Tyro Media.
Guys, we're talking about Felicity. Yeah, really, Felicity. I watched it, I liked it, and I got a lot of shit for liking this show. This show had a reputation for being, I don't even know why it got such notoriety. It was very popular, and I guess people hated on it because of popularity. But again, I liked it for the wrong reasons. And to explain that, I need to give you the premise for those of you who don't know what Felicity is about. Felicity is set at, well, let me break down the pilot because then you understand why I watched it now. So in the first episode, we see this girl graduating high school and she looks very nerdy, she's very sheepish, and she sees this high school football guy she always had a crush on. She has very dreamy-eyed dreams about this guy, and I think she gets him to sign his yearbook and she's like, where are you going to university? He's like, I'm going to York University. And she goes, really? Well, I'm going there as well. Ah. And the thing is, she wasn't going to the University of New York. She actually had her life set for herself to be a doctor in some other institution, but she changed her whole life for this one dude. And when I saw that, I said to myself, this shit is not going to end well. And you know what? It doesn't. And honestly, the way it was set up, I was just hoping, is this going to be a show where this girl's going to go to New York and the guy's going to like her and it's all going to fall into place? No. This show did not work out that way at all. And that's what drew me in about the show from the beginning. It's set in a very realistic zone, and to be honest with you, this show is a lot about learning hard lessons in life, especially if you're dreamy-eyed and you make such a catastrophic decision to change your plans, which this girl goes through a lot of heartache and a lot of struggle, and it amused the hell out of me. Again, you might think I was watching this for the wrong reason. Like, I'm very sadistic. I just want to watch this girl fail. But putting my sadistic reasons to watch this aside, this show is very serious and mature, and the perspective it's going for is something I'd never seen before. First of all, I'm a Brit, and I'm seeing the American university experience. The university American experience is something that's hailed as one of the best things you can do in life. I mean, they've glorified this in so many TV shows, so many movies, like the American university experience is something, every American every person should excel to. It's like a fantasy. So this show shows that it isn't necessarily a fantasy, that it could be a lot of hard work, which I liked. The girl that we're seeing this from is a nerdy, sheepish girl, and she gets, it's a bit like a fish out of water for this girl. She was meant to go to some preppy, safe school with her parents paying for everything, but instead she follows this boy. Her parents fucking hate her for it. She's got no friends, so I like that realism aspect of the show. But I'll get back to the storyline in a minute. Let me get on to the characters. Or the actors. The character actors in the show are actually fantastic. And I'm not saying that with rose-tinted glasses. I'm saying that because the actors themselves, the three main cast, the three main people, they've moved on to do consistently good things I actually respect. The main character playing Felicity, the main actress playing Felicity, I forget her name, man, I put on the screen. She is fantastic. She really, really is. This is one of them shows where they act so well. I was so bought into how their characters that I liked them, I hated them. And when I saw behind the scenes of Osprey, they're completely different. These three are super intelligent, and they portray the actors so well. And the main girl is a phenomenal actress. I believe she won was it a Grammy or an Oscar or a Golden Globe for her performance? Well deserved. And yeah, I can't remember her name, but she's excellent, and she's gone on to do things like The Americans right now, and she was in Mission Impossible 3. Great. My favourite character was this guy here, I think his name's Scott Foley. I identify with this guy. He's a bit nerdish, but he's a tough kind of nerd. Really liked him. And the guy I actually hated the most in the show, Ben, this guy, Scott Speedman, he's actually one of my favourite indie actors because he did a movie about a year ago, this movie here, which was really great. And these three characters, it's a love triangle story as well with these three. It's done so well and handled so well from a story perspective that I really, really enjoyed it. But let me speak about some of the other characters because you might be surprised. You got Kimberly from the Power Rangers in here with a very dark storyline. You got the guy from Scrubs, I forgot his name, but he's in it. And you've got special guests that come in and out now and again. I mean, the guy from Heroes is in this as well. But getting back to the storyline, although I enjoy the story because it's a very, very humble, serious take on university and they deal with a lot of issues, it's a little bit idealistic. Like, this is very clean, it's very PC. So for me, it's missing that raw element. So although I appreciate a very mature university experience, it doesn't have the raunchiness, it doesn't have some of the elements that make it seem a little bit too idealistic, a little bit too safe. But again, I'm used to seeing the smutty side of university that we see in American Pie or all these other teen university movies. This is the opposite of that. But honestly, guys, I really like this show. And this was one of J.J. Abrams, yes, the savior of Star Trek and Star Wars. This was one of his first television projects, and it shows on the cinematography. This show looks fantastic. The shots are great. Even the opening is very arty. I guess it can even be hipstery, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of, J.J. Abrams. He takes certain shots, and when you see this show, it's clearly nothing like any of the other teen university college shows that were on at the time. Dawson's Creek and all the other stuff in the 90s. This was very different, much more mature. And you know what, guys? For the most part, I really enjoyed this show. But I've been praising it a lot. I have to get to my criticisms. The last season, from a writing perspective, what they wrote for the main character Felicity, didn't like it at all. I actually felt like the show tapered off at the end. Not in the way that I just felt like it completely went off the rails. What they wrote for the character, I didn't like it. I thought the ending, I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the choice she made in the end. I thought it was kind of a betrayal of a character, and I just thought it would have been better if she kind of just went on her own. And I'm trying not to spoil it for you, but she made a choice, and I didn't like it, and it even reversed a lot of the character growth. For me personally, this is a very specific personal thing for me, but I was disappointed where it went. But it was only 4 seasons. It wrapped up very well. This was the university experience. It's 4 seasons that cover the university experience for a set of characters. It's a very small cast, very tightly knit. And again, I'm going to give Felicity a solid B because I think it's a very mature, very interesting look from a very interesting perspective from a female, bookish, shyish girl that goes through a lot of hard lessons in life. And apart from her, a lot of the other characters, black characters, different nations, different. This was, J.J. Abrams at the time. He did very multicultural stuff, Heroes and Lost. It all came along for him. It all started here. And this show had wide acclaim, had a massive fan base. And even though I said I got a lot of shit for it, honestly, guys, this is one of the better, mature, young, teen, adult stories of its time. And honestly, I still think it holds up to today. But I didn't like the way it went on the last season. But that's just more from a writing perspective. I'm not going to say it derailed, as I said before. This is a personal thing. And I did see that a lot in a lot of the comments and reviews. Ironically, to wrap it up, I do want to say, looking back on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and reading the reviews, it's highly praised, but it's still got quite a low score. And again, I'm doing this video because I saw the cast get together after 15 years. They were speaking about it, and then these three are so intelligent, and they're all doing very interesting things with their careers. Most of the cast of the show have done much better things. This is a very respectable show that holds up, that a lot of teen, university, college dramas can't say it holds up. And I still think Felicity holds up today for the most part, which is why I gave her a solid B. But that's it, guys. What do you think of Felicity? Have you seen it? Did you avoid that play because it was just one of those 90s shows? What the hell? And yeah, if you're surprised I watched it, I've explained why. Because it was actually a quality show in my opinion. But again, if you disagree with me, you can comment in the comment section down below and let me know what you think. But guys, that should be the last show I'm kind of retro reviewing for Planet Tyra in 2015. I made a video before speaking about this that I'm going to move on to do newer, more modern shows. So I just want to say thanks for watching. We're still in a time of hiatus right now. I have to give a very, very, very big shout out to Manic Expressions. They actually nominated me for being the blogger of the month for November. Hopefully I'm going to upload this video at the time. I want to give those guys a massive shout out because they recognize bloggers like me, creators like me doing stuff on video. And I'll put a link in the description if you want to read it. But I don't want to self-promote too much, but Planet Tyra was not just about me. When they gave that accolade, or that award to me, it really rolls onto everyone that helped me in Planet Tyra. I wrote a long post thanking them and everyone that helped me in Planet Tyra. So shout out to you guys, Manic Expressions. Thank you for watching, guys. If you're watching, the guys there, thank you. All the viewers, subscribers, commenters, you guys all help. Really appreciate it. And you know what? The feedback lets me know you guys appreciate it as we move on to 2016, as we do new things. And yeah, but goddamn, I'm tired of talking so much. I need to get the hell out of it, guys. Hit that like button if you like the video. Again, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Love, hate, whatever. I'm open to hear about it. And as you can see the annotations, we do all that other stuff. You know the deal, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.